Hey guys, it's Noah, and I'm back on Identify and Beyond. I do have a good excuse for not uploading my video on Friday. I was at the doctor and had a really bad migraine. I'm not going to get into super big details about that, but when I gave myself a concussion back in May, brought back the migraines that I used to have when I was younger. So I literally have a headache every single day of my life, and some days it gets worse, some days it's better, but some days it's manageable almost. But I had to go to the doctor. They gave me 2 intramuscular shots, one on my left hip, one on my right hip, and that sucked. So it's a good preparation, though, because in a couple weeks I might be going on to subcutaneous shots instead of androgel, so I'll talk about that if I do go on it and talk a little bit about that. But this week we're talking about lesbians who choose to keep their labels while dating trans men, and I'm going to make this really simple. I do have experience with that. My first girlfriend, I broke up with her because she was a vehement lesbian, and I told her that I was a man and I did not want to be in that relationship anymore. That was good, we broke up. She was super accepting of it, changed my name in her phone and everything like that. It was really sweet about it, actually. And my second girlfriend, she was fine about it. If anything, she was super accepting while we were dating. When we broke up, she got super bitter and outed me to everybody. The best part about that is that nobody listened to her. So as far as me caring as a person, I feel kind of bad, but they were all my friends from high school. I was pretty popular in high school versus university, where I kind of keep to myself, but I had a lot of friends in high school, and they thought she was just being a douche. They just thought she was going off about me, running her mouth, so they didn't listen to anything she had to say, and I'm really thankful of that, actually, because I did not want to come out in high school. I was not comfortable doing that. Third girlfriend, she shoved me back in the closet so hard that I literally knock my head against the wall sometimes when I think about it. I'm not going to get into super big details because I'm not really particularly fond of talking about that relationship or that person, but as far as my transition goes, she was not accepting of anything. She used to pull at my binder and threaten to light it on fire. I'm not kidding you. And I didn't realize that was abusive until I brought it up with my doctor, and she's like, wow, she sounds psycho. And I was like, I guess so. I guess that's how it goes. But yeah, she was horrible about it, anything genderqueer, anything like that when I bring it up. The binder definitely was one thing that she absolutely couldn't stand. So I literally, breaking up with her was the best thing that ever happened to me. Literally days later, I bought myself my first packer, if that tells you anything. I was free. I was finally so happy. So if you're in a relationship or a situation like that, and you feel uncomfortable, or you've told them already that you identify this way and they don't listen, they're undermining your identity and they're undermining who you are as a person, and they're not listening to you. So do you really want to be in a relationship with someone who doesn't listen to you and doesn't give a shit about how you feel? Probably not. And if you do, then you need to get some higher standards for yourself, and that's coming from me, and I really don't care what you have to say about that. If they're treating you like that, that's not okay. The second part of this video actually came from talking to Asher, and it's something that I've experienced a lot too. And a lot of my friends are gay, a lot of my friends are lesbians, a lot of my friends are gay guys. When it comes down to it, I absolutely hate when lesbians think that trans guys can or are grouped with them. It comes back to one of those idiot YouTubers. I'm not going to say her name because I don't want it in my video. And we have nothing to do with you. Like, literally, the T, transition, trans, has nothing to do with any sort of sex attraction, like sexual attraction, anything to do with L, G, or B. Nothing. Like, some trans guys, some trans women, some genderqueer people may identify with those 3 labels, but that doesn't necessarily mean that a straight trans person has anything to do with that. We are simply tacked on to the end of the acronym because we're a minority. Sexual and gender minority, and we've been tacked together by cisgender people. And that, personally, and I know a lot of guys and I know a lot of women who do not feel comfortable with that. And if you say, oh, we're all gay here, or oh, we're all, you know what I mean, something like that, you are not only being offensive as fuck, but bringing up the fact that I myself was born a woman, and you are seeing me like that still. You're bringing up upon dysphoria, and you're bringing upon extremely disrespectful terms. So please do not do that. If you're a lesbian and you have a trans guy friend, never ever say, oh, we're all gay here. Never relate to the fact that he may have identified as a lesbian beforehand. He may have identified as gay. He may have just been assumed to be a lesbian like I was. And don't bring that up. It's rude as fuck. It's demeaning as fuck. And it undermines their identity. So please don't do that. Don't do it, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. And that's about the nicest way I can say that. If you have anything to say, go ahead and put in the comments below, but I'm going to warn you right now, I'm pretty vehement about this topic. I do not agree with a lot of people and their views on this. I think it's pretty straightforward. If you are a man, you cannot date a lesbian and have that full respect in a relationship. If you are a lesbian and continue to identify as a lesbian while dating a trans man, it comes down to the fact that you're disrespecting them and you're seeing them for their sexual characteristics. If they're pre-T, even if they're on T, anything like that, you are demeaning them as a person and you're not seeing them for who they are. And that is extremely disrespectful, and I'm done seeing it. So I will see you guys next week, and hope you guys have a good week. Bye.